Greetings and salutations to all you folks out there. An appropriate way to start out this game is with a voice break. So I'm going to do that right there, and then we're going to continue on with Island 0. I know not what the teams will be because it is randoms and random factions for most of the people in here, but this ought to be a pretty fun little map. It is very close quartered with a whole lot of Navy, and I probably need to get my tongue untied in my mouth before I actually go any further. Anywho, we've got this land factory placed here, and I'm going to finish filling out my build order after we look at who's on our team. I've got Levitican over here, I've got Korvatra, and Ridge UK. On the other side, we've got a Chief Jaguar, Dark Flame, Tursto, and Limbo. Cool beanies. Anyway, we are going to start this build here, I believe, with a P-Gen or two, because we are going to have a whole lot of mass incoming, thanks to this little wreck right here. Alright, you know what I should start doing? Before I start doing the streams, I should start doing some voice warm-ups, because I think that I would do a whole lot better launching into this introduction if I had actually said some words before then. Going for a half hour without talking and then trying to launch directly into a stream tends to leave just some snap, crackle, and pop. Am I supposed to rush front? That would be a yes. Alrighty then. Of course, if anybody is on the other team, please leave the stream. Do not want your butts in here where they do not belong, because you don't deserve free intel. Nobody deserves anything for free. That is a lesson in life that you need to learn rather quickly. Alright, we're going to drop this engineer onto assist there. We're going to move up with the ACU, assist that. You guys are going to assist the ACU once he's done there. And we're going to build these from the back end. And we've got a whole bunch of rocks back here to reclaim as well. So we're going to be able to tech like mad moving forward. I'm going to go ahead and place those two, and we're going to grab these rocks here. Do that. I think there's two reclaim spots on some of the rocks. Then again, there might be a tree underneath, you never know. But I am going to do my absolute level best to get all of these sons of guns. Of course, the other teammates will be going for them as well, but if they don't suck them up quick enough, I am just going to do it for them. There we go on that. Reclaim some trees. I need you to start rebuilding some more power. And then we're going to dive in, because we're going to have a lot of mass flowing in. Of course, the front line is going to overflow some mass to us as well, so I'm going to try to use that up as a primary source. And then these little guys right here, we're going to go ahead and send him up to the front line and reclaim that. We'll pause him if we start overflowing. Yeah, we're just going to kind of float out here in the middle of economic balance, trying not to stall too hard in any one thing. And you know, I can never promise that I will not stall on something, because usually, yep, there we go, power. Sigh. Stalling on the power. Seems like these things never cease. I'm going to send you two out here and start reclaiming some of these trees, because those tend to do a pretty dang good job of giving you a little extra power. We're going to go ahead and move him back there. All right. So the goal is to get a whole bunch of T2 mass extractors right off the bat, and then move into either some heavy air or heavy naval production, because I am in a support position, and either one of those does a dang good bit of supporting. Probably also go over to where I can see your chat. There we go. Alright, so the unfortunate thing on the front end here is that none of our front players, holy crap, they're all Cybern. None of them have any hover units. If you do have hover units, this is an awesome map to spam some hover across on. Works super duper well for early naval denial. Of course, you can build Navy on this side, but Navy does connect all the way around the map. There is a ridged area down here that you have to drop to get those 4 mass extractors, and then the north side has a beach. So it's not exactly an even distribution of stuff, but it does work out pretty well in the end. So I'm going to go ahead and move these down there, and then we're going to grab 2 more T2 mass extractors in order to prevent us overflowing any mass at all. And another, and we're good. Okay, good. We came within like 3 mass of overflowing, but it's okay. These little trees here are actually more annoying than anything, because it takes forever to reclaim all of them. Sometimes your engineers don't even want to grab them, and then when you're trying to build stuff later on, they just get in the way. We're going to go ahead and drop a T2 air factory here. Please assist. Thank you. And we are going to... Yes. We're going to go ahead and go T2 and start pumping out some T2 engineers. Move you up there so you can get some reclaim going. And we are actually... there we go. Those 2 mass extractors finished, so we're not actively majorly stalling anymore. We still do have a bit of a mass stall. I think I'm just going to let these run because those are 47. Nah, we'll pause. Now we're going to be much better balanced. Okay, so land factories going down on the front line. That is a little bit of an odd choice, but hey, as long as you're building land units to hold the neck, I don't mind. And here comes problems. There's a whole lot of THAMs right there, but thankfully there are 2 ACUs on the case, and they will be able to deny that rather well, as long as there's not 2 more ACUs from the enemy team over there as well. You need to reclaim that away. I'm going to see if I place an attack move order right there. Will these get reclaimed by an attack move order from the factory? That is the question. You need to save your build power alive. That's the bigger problem here. 2 ACUs are more than capable of killing off that quantity of T1. You just need to keep building more and more factories in order to keep up. Alright, so we finished those 2. We're going to unpause you, and we're going to start on some T2 power. What I'm going to try to do here is get a very good air rush online and do some damage on this side. Now, the bad thing is, let me go ahead and start building Swift Winds. None of my teammates are building air, so I'm going to have to drastically overcompensate here. Nope, they're not reclaiming either. So we're going to go ahead and build, let's build 3 land factories here to build some build power with. You guys have finished reclaiming, so we're going to send you in here as well, and you're going to assist. Okay, so 3 of you. Looks good to me. We're going to take you 5, and we're going to go down here and start throwing down some mass storages, because eco is king no matter what map you are on. Might not be able to build a GC, but I might be able to talk one of my teammates into getting T3 engineering and dropping a monkey lord that I can build for them. Okay, so power is a little bit of an issue, but I think let's actually grab you guys. Assist that, please. We need to finish this up so then we can continue our air build. Okay, he has got a gun upgrade. This is not good at all. We're going to... I've got 2 Swift Winds and he's got 2 Interceptors. And green is going to die if we're not careful here. Alright, we're going to stop you and start producing gunships. Because I'm going to have something to stop this advance in just a minute. So we're going to park our Swift Winds in the back here and try to build up a goodly swarm with which to kill some things. You're going to come over here and assist. You're going to come over there. And you guys are already keyed to assist as soon as that is up. We're going to grab both of you and start building some there. Okay. All looks good. You need to go T2. I did not realize that you had not been upgraded to T2 yet. And there goes... Yes, it was Limbo on the other side. Well done. These 2 guys, between the 2 of them, came within 1,000 HP of death. But they managed to kill that freaking Guncum on the front. That was a hard push by Limbo, too. Okay, so that's done. That will definitely take the pressure off. Gotta support your teammates, folks. Got to support your teammates. And hey, this is a Aeon one, so it doesn't actually have anti-air. I was going to try to wait until I almost had 2 gunships so that I didn't take any huge amount of unnecessary damage, but it appears I'll be able to take those out without taking any damage at all. We'll pull those back. We're going to swap to 1 gunship, 1 Swiftwind on the production cycle. Going to snap up all of these T1 P-Gens now that I have 2 T2 P-Gens online and have some overflow, so that way we will gain some of this mass back and then go to assist. Then we need to start planning out what we're going to do. We've got 2 factories over here. Let's go ahead and queue a scout in as well. Because we definitely need some intel. Always, always need some good intel. We'll shoot that across and see what happens. Get you in there. As soon as all of you finish your T2 capping, then we will be able to start some T3s and maybe a resource allocation. We have T2 land instead of T2 air in the back, and I do see a sonar back there, which means that Orange has probably gone strong Navy. So this looks to be more of a naval game than a land game. So that's going to be something that we need to take care of. There's my scout. We're going to ping across right here. Alright, so he's got 2 flaks, probably thanks to the appearance of gunships on the field. We're going to zip across right here and see what we can find out. I'm going to send, I've got 4 swift winds, which I think should be sufficient to guard these reasonably well. Oh, those are fire beetles. Those are fire beetles. Kill it. Kill it with fire before it lays eggs. And we're good. Fantastic. Alright, gunships in for a meat shield. Swift winds are going to mop the floor with those interceptors. Pull the Swifties out. Pull them out. Pull them out. Don't need to fly over flak. Thank you. Indeed, we're going to hit that up and go for the frigates. Alright. That was almost very, very, very bad. But thankfully, we're going to come out okay. Alright, so we do have swift winds in the back. We're going to stop production there and switch entirely to swift winds. Because if they tried once, they are dang sure going to try again on that drop. And we've got 2 Swifties in the back. Okay, so those are coming from blue, T2 factory right there. We can see the amount of assistance that he has is actually less than the amount of assistance on mine. And I believe I have more eco than he does. No, I don't, because he took the front base as well. I do have more build power, though, so I am going to be able to outpace him in air production, at least at this specific time. So we're going to go ahead and use this extra mass that we've got to drop a T3 mass extractor so that we're able to maintain. And here it is. Oh, crap. I wasn't in time. Please tell me you've got some defenses. Oh, good lord. No, you're walking under it. Ah! Stop. Why you do this thing? Okay, there goes Corvatra. Ridge is a 1200. So I'm going to ping him. He's got a lot of engineers on the front line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my other factory here. We're going to queue all to this side. His engineers are going in. I'm going to move up and reclaim. Because I'm going to use that mass to go ahead and grab 2 T3 mass extractors. Like so. There we go. We're going to use this land factory to continue to add build power to my air factory. And the rest of those are going to go towards Navy. There we go. Alright, we need to cap those off very quickly. We got 2 Cybern frigates in the mix, which is going to help quite a good deal. Come on, come on. Oh, crap. I have my gunships out unprotected, but you know what? It'll be fine. We are going to get all of his swift winds, so now we are in control of the air. We're going to go back to producing the gunships. Alright, get up here and reclaim. Get up here and reclaim. All I need from you. Okay. Let's reclaim you. Awesome. Alright, so I just need to get this thing started. Oh, why did you build a cruiser first? Why? I had air control. Okay, so gunships are good. I'm gonna knock those out, and then I'm probably gonna have to save his butt up front. Let's go ahead and reclaim all of this. And we're gonna start a naval factory. I'm gonna try to hold the game with swift winds. Because I think Navy is going to end up being more important, and I will be able to see a T3 shift right here. You just Control K to T2 PGen, which means that he is going RAS. So he is going to be moving to T3 Air. That is rather unfortunate for us. Means I'm not going to be able to enact these awesome plans that I had. We're going to do that right there. You're going to come out and reclaim. We've almost got this T3 up, so we're going to go ahead and grab both of our resource allocations. That'll finish in good time. Please reclaim. Thank you. And we're good. Oh, crap. Oh, man. The auto attack on my Swift Winds just saved my butt. That is amazing. All right, we're going to need a T2 radar right here so I can actually see what's going on. Thank you. We're going to stop air production. So that'll free up some power. And we're actually going to brave the power deficit to go ahead and double down on the RAS build, because I have got to get this done ASAP. Go ahead and reclaim this as well. The T2 transport is nothing to laugh about. And we can head out here. The reason I didn't see that is it had stealth on it. I think there is a radar around here. Nope, there's not. There's not any radar. So that was actually a huge miscalculation on my part. But one way or another, that transport got right in the middle of everything before I actually saw it, and Swift Winds saved my butt. A good thing, too. Alright, come on. How many you got? How many you got? I've got more, and I've got a cruiser. The bad thing about it is that all of my stuff is on that side. So if they launch another fire beetle attack, I'm not going to be able to make it back in time. Alright, so let's kill all the build power. There we go. Now, we're going to pull our air back to patrol over here so that I'm safe, and he's got it. We killed all the build power. The factory is now unattended. I believe we have one on this side, so that is golden. Now we're going to need to move all of you, because I am about to Control K this T2 PGen. You ready? There we go. Alright, so move back, grab that. The reason I was power stalling so hard, I really should have built another T2 PGen, because I had multiple T3 mechs online before I started the resource allocation. When you have that much mass, you've got to have an exponentially greater amount of power to actually pull off the RAS without stalling. Okay, so we've won the front. The Navy is out of the water, which means that we've got 2 Salems and a cruiser. Move up. Attack Eco. We've got this game won if they just pressure. I've got to keep the air off us, keep us from getting sniped. They've got to keep pressure on the economy. There's so little land mass in this that if we can just force them back off of this, we've basically won the game. So we're going to go ahead and lay in on that. Go T2, start pouring out some destroyers. And on this side, we're going to go T3 and start building ASF. Because we are going to get engaged in an ASF war momentarily, and while I do have enough Swift Winds right now to kill off the ASF that he does have, eventually he will outpace me and move on to strap bombers or something nasty, so I don't need to fall behind on that. Currently we also have 34 in a positive mass income, so we're going to go ahead and build that. There we go. What are you pinging? ACU. Well, hey, if you can get an ACU kill, I will be very proud of you, fine fellas. I'll take out the strongest player, and that will definitely end it. Send out the Swift Winds for that bomber, although I think he is going to die anyway, thanks to flying over the cruiser. And he's down. Didn't even need to leave the gate. But there is a Salem on the outside. We don't want that coming down to hit us. I also do not have any more T2 gunships, which is a little off for me. I'm going to grab those and go there. We're going to walk the ACU over here and these over here and build a shield. Protect the ACU. We're going to Control K this T2P gen. Whoops, one engineer too close. Do that. Good, good, good. All right, he is building only T3 torps because he knows that that is what's going to kill him. So we've got to get out there and kill that stuff. He's got 4 ASF, I believe. Yes. So as long as we can kill this, kill it fast. He's got more air than I do. That is not good at all. We've got to make sure that we do as much damage as we can. This might shift a little. Ick. All right, keep the ASF at home. We got to clump up our ASF. And I just got Navy pushed on this side. No! There's a Salem over here, and I'm not going to be able to defend against it. Ah, crap. No! Ha! Can't kill Navy if it's on land. Oh, that's great. All right, we got to do something about this. So let's go T2 gunships. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Control K. Walk the ACU through the gap. Get under the shield. And we need some sort of defense. I've got a bit of extra mass at the moment, so I'm actually going to lay in some of these. These are very, very accurate artillery that will be able to hit whatever ship I aim them at. T3 torps over here as well. Well, dang it. This is not good at all. I'm gonna send my gunships over here, and we're gonna send the ASF that we have after the Restorer. Yeah, if you could focus fire that T3 HQ, that would be fantastic, because if you can kill that, we'll be doing well. Oh, look at that! Sneaky little bastard got some frigates back in the build power. Awesome. Alright, so ASF are now not focus firing that, so we need to go focus fire, please, and thank you. Gunships, yes. Hit the Salem. I need you to kill that, because that is the most dangerous component of this. And all of you are going to start collecting our engineers on land once again. There we go. Please, please kill it. Just kill the freaking thing. It's at 1,700 health. Please. Alright, I need you to attack that. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, crud. I have no fire beetles. Or I have no point defense. Nothing to hit them with. I'm dead. Dang it! I can't believe that. They swept the air and killed me with freaking fire beetles. They are determined sons of guns. I didn't think about the fact that in the T3 air phase, I thought about building flak with those engineers there. I thought about building flak, and flak would have saved my life. Yeah, I didn't think about it. Once you have T3 air, people normally stop trying to fire beetle, because fire beetling with ASF around, like 99.999% of the people, 99.999% of the time, a single ASF will drop the T2 transport, and it just doesn't work anymore. But yeah, fire beetles. To the people in chat saying, said earlier to build flak in AA, I don't read chat while I'm playing, because I can't do that many things at one time. So I'm sorry. I thought about building the flak, and I just prioritized the artillery above that, because I was going to try to take out this thing. But I think that just lost us the game. Maybe not. Maybe not. As long as he does something good with that. like kill a Chief Jaguar, because the Chief Jaguar is by far the most dangerous person here. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. There are more fire beetles a-building. Yeah, this is one of those guys that's just like, hey, I'm just never going to stop building fire beetles. And good for him for trying it, because he sure suckered my ass. But it's not often you see them work at 20 minutes into the game. Lesson learned. Build a freaking flak next to the comm. I just saw the thing coming in and I'm like, yeah, if I try to build an energy storage, I'm not going to have enough time to overcharge. And if I try to build point defense, it's not going to build. There was really nothing to do at that point. The little boogers just run too fast. Now, with a torp flying over, nope, that's a strat. Okay. I was about to say, he probably saw the blip, but I don't know if he'll actually know what's coming out of the water. Monkey Lord needs to focus fire either Tursto or a Chief Jaguar. I would just leave Dark Flame by himself, because he doesn't really have much that can do any damage. All he's going to do is he's going to succeed in killing this commander, which is going to buy these two enough time to get in the water. And then they're going to end up killing the Monkey Lord by whatever means necessary and reclaiming all of this mass. So I think that was a pretty drastic error, stopping to kill yellow. But maybe, just maybe, he can make it work. Here comes another transport full of fire beetles. Thankfully, both of our comrades have ACUs in the water, so they're not going to be able to directly impact that. Although it looks like the fire beetles are going to drop right on top of the Monkey Lord. Well, that's one way to protect it from the cannons. And come on, cannon, get around there. There we go. Get all that damage off your back. Okay, just got to wreck the bases. That's all you can do. The T3 HQ is down for the air factory, so that's going to help out a tremendous bit. They just got to do enough damage. Ah, Pink's got some T3 air. What do you know? They just got to do enough damage that Achieved can't recover. Because if Achieved gets back on land and is able to reclaim all this crap, he's got his T3 HQ built over here. So he is going to come back from this if the Monkey Lord dies, I feel. But I think the Monkey Lord is long past that. 58,000 health. Vetting up rapidly, just destroying these bases back here. Getting rid of all the build power, everything else that will be able to deny it. I don't think there's going to be much left. There are some T2 mass extractors down here. About to be a T3, actually. So there's 5 mexes worth of eco and some build power down here. If Orange can keep his ACU alive, he might still be able to pull a snipe attempt. But hopes are rapidly dwindling of that. Ah, you got the torpedo upgrade. Why the hell are you building battleships? That seems like a waste. Especially when your destroyers are able to walk across the land here to get from one side to the other quicker. But to each his own. To each his own. And now comes the Chief Jaguar's base. Oh. That monkey single-handedly won this game. I thought we won it for sure at the beginning. They lost a player and fully recovered, then killed me and another player with fire beetles, almost collapsed this side of the map, and then the hard-built Monkey Lord from Bridge just completely desecrated their homeland. And that is the way that SupCom goes, folks. More T3 mechs is being built down here. Man, they're actually trying to pull eco on this. A Chief Jaguar still has control of his expansion over here, and Orange still has that, along with some mexes in the back of his base here. Although that Mantis is trying super hard to shoot a rut through the dirt so he can kill that mass extractor. I don't think it's going to happen, though. But these are uncertain times. I'm not sure what's actually going to go down here. Got double RAS, probably going T3 on the ACU. He is definitely going T3. And a T3 ACU with this much economy behind it is still very, very dangerous, regardless. Ah, the battleship can just shoot slam over the top. Nice. Be able to control both sides at once. So what really needs to happen now is these guys need to build some torp bombers and just snipe the ACUs. Just forget about everything else. Snipe it. All other units are an accessory at this point. They've got no ability to defend themselves. There's 2 swift winds on the entire map and 2 cruisers that they could simply fly around. And then they've won it. Well, there's 2 T3 mechs now. They've got another halfway, and this one is building as well. To be completely honest, if I was a Chief Jaguar, I would have just given all of this to Orange and let him tech his mechs faster. They got a T2 upgrading to a T3 air. Got a T2 upgrading to a T3 land. And building a lot more build power. And the trouble down here is that, look at this. It's safe from Salem's. It might even be safe from battleships. I think it is. The only thing that can hit behind there is cruisers. And our team has no cruisers. So they're going to have to kill the ACUs before they manage to transport themselves out. If the ACUs can get in here, they actually have a fighting chance. Because as long as they can defend from drops and bombers, they're going to be perfectly safe on this little island over here. Alright, Salem's walking to the other side. So they should be able to go after the ACUs. Got to kill the freaking cruiser. Kill the cruiser. Here comes the GC. Yep, throwing all that eco into it. Tursto, T3 ACU. Building the GC. The head is poking above the water, so they'll see it. They got to kill the commander. Preferably Jaguar first, since he's the one that owns the Galactic Colossus. But they're not going to be able to do it with a single string of torps flying over the top of a cruiser. They've got to kill the freaking cruiser. That GC is already pushing up on halfway done. Monkey Lord coming back across. The Monkey Lord could actually kill the GC straight up. 67,000 health is enough. The Monkey Lord does 700 more damage per second only on the main cannon, plus another, is it 500 DPS on the light cannons. So if he just sits right here, the GC is not actually going to be able to come out of the water. It will die. It'd have to walk around. Ah, good. Collecting the torps up. You need 5. Actually, you need 10. There's 2 cruisers. And they're vetted, so you probably need more like 7 torps per cruiser to be guaranteed to kill. But now the GC is almost done. This might flip-flop again. Holy crap. Are you kidding me? And he's taking a pile of torp damage coming across. This is so messed up. Oh my goodness. If you guys lose this, this is going to be pitiful. Here come the Salem's. Just get in the water. You travel faster in the water than you do over the land. You need to be in the water. I'm just waiting for the transport to come out. Transport and a stealth. Come over, pick up the ACU, and head on out. Although everything has been scouted down here now. They know that that exists. The Monkey Lord is firing at the ACU, which is buying the GC time to do some damage. That was not at all what should have been happening. Monkey Lord is going to come very close to killing the ACU, or the GC, but I don't think it's actually going to make it. Nope, but now it's mass. 2,700 HP. Salem's are on the shore. Those should be able to knock out the GC pretty easily. And then there's torps that have killed the cruisers. Good. These ACUs have no business whatsoever surviving. There's 2 bricks on land coupled with a bunch of Salem's. And there are torps in the water. Tursto sucking up that ACU. Wouldn't be at all surprised if he tries to build a Ripper in the back. That would be my next choice. you're going to have like 6,000 power overflow from a Chief Jaguar. But a Chief Jaguar is dead, so it's all good. I think this game is finally going to be wrapped. There it goes. He's building a SAM, but he is not going to make it. ACU Blast is going to take out almost all the Torp Bombers, though. That entire large clump for Gray is gone. Tursto failing as well on his HP. Okay, good. My heart can rest easy. They did not lose it. They did not lose it. The GC, I thought the GC was 3,300. Let me I can actually check. Let's go. FAF unit database. I'm gonna pull up the GC, which is a whopping. Oh, where'd you go, bud? There you are. Oh, it's 2,500 damage. 2,500 damage. So the Monkey Lord does 1,500 more damage per second on the main cannon than the Galactic Colossus does, but the Galactic Colossus has quite a bit more range. So there's an engagement advantage there. And it has more health, more than double the health of the Monkey Lord. So a Monkey Lord versus a Galactic Colossus has no chance, or it shouldn't have any chance if the person that owns the GC knows where to target. But when you can get the veterancy up on the Monkey Lord and you have over 60,000 health, then it's a much more even match. Unless, you know, the GC can attack from range and has a couple of units to back it up. It's a pretty close matchup. Anywho, that is Island 0, folks. Give me just a second. Got to reset a couple of things and we will launch right into another game.